Good day, my name is Nemokura Meram, and my presentation today will be based on the assessment where I'm going to talk about the informal and formal assessment. Learners are being assessed to check if they've met intended learning outcomes, where formal assessment are used to measure the amount of knowledge that learners have retained from what was taught in the class. And then informal, it helps to provide a better picture of learners' ability through the instructor provide evaluate performance. And then there are different types of formal assessment, like practical investigation, research project, assignment, exams. And then for informal, we have spot quiz and moving around the class. But my presentation today will be based on practical investigation for my grade 10 agricultural class. Because it seems like I chose this one because learners seems to understand practical work more than theory, and whatever that they do on practical, it's not easy for them to forget. And then they also pay attention when things are being done practical and hands-on, and also me as a teacher to be hands-on and to help them to do whatever that is done practical. So the practical investigation that I will focus on is plant science, where learners will have to go to the school garden, and then first of all they will have to determine that this thing the practical investigation was including also soil science, where they will have to check the texture of the soil, and then they will select which crop to plant in that particular soil that they found in the school garden. And learners seems to pay more attention and being more interested in that practical investigation, and they will have to plant that crop, monitor it, go and check investigate on the environmental conditions, the weather requirements of that plant. For example, like cabbage, the water holding capacity of the cabbage, and also to observe how drainage will happen in that kind of soil where they planted that cabbage at the school garden. They will check, observe if the water is moving fast, is being absorbed fast by the soil, or the water is being absorbed slow, where they also record the data and in their notes, where they recorded that okay, the water was moving fast, which means the soil was sandy soil, and then the soil pores were large, that's why, and it has the water holding capacity is very low of that particular soil, or the soil is clay, the water holding capacity was high, or it was loomy. But and then they will record the data and go and do other investigations at home. While both informal and informal are important in providing fundamental aspect to learners in a learning space. They can both be used to improve education and learning, which means that as a teacher, I can use both informal and formal assessments to combine together, because different learners use different learning styles and different methods. Learner A can understand better when things are being done in group, and then learner B can understand better when things are being done practical. and individually so. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation.